नाउ जस्ट टेल मी, अगर मुझे ये सेंटर टू सेंटर डिस्टेंस सेम रखना है, इफ आई वांट टू कीप दिस कांस्टेंट, this distance and this distance constant, so what can you tell about this two? What should be there? Okay, let me write first.
2 times diameter.
2 times diameter? No. Okay, can I write diameter of first input plus diameter of first output should be equal to diameter of two input plus diameter of two output? Can I write this?
Yes sir.
चलो मैं एक गियर बनाता हूं. सपोज ये 1i जो है हमारा इनपुट गियर है, तो वो गियर ये है छोटा सा, और ये जो है हमारा बड़ा गियर है. ठीक है, समवॉट लाइक दिस. सिमिलरली यहाँ पर ये छोटा गियर है, सपोज ये बड़ा गियर है लेट अस से, और ये छोटा गियर है. बट इफ आई वांट टू मेंटेन द सेम सेंटर डिस्टेंस, आई शुड राइट दैट diameter of this gear plus diameter of this gear should be equal to diameter of this plus diameter of this. So with that I have written here that diameter of input plus diameter of output is equal to diameter of second plus diameter of 2. Now in your, if I want to convert this diameter into number of teeths, what is the relation? उन्होंने machine design 2 में पढ़े हो. If I want to find out number of teeths, what is the relation between diameter and number of teeths?
Modules से sir find number of teeth to a point.
So what was that relation? You are correct, module से find करेंगे. What was that relation? So basically diameter, yeah, basically diameter is nothing but module multiplied by number of teeths. So I will write Z1i. Okay. So we can write, okay, I will write the relation here. Diameter of any gear will be written as m multiplied by z. Or if you want to find out what is the module, module is d by z, that is diameter divided by number of teeths. So here I am writing m into z of I 1i plus m into z of io is equal to m into z of 2i plus m into z of 2o. So what I have done is I am converting the diameter into number of teeths. Now if you can see in this entire expression, m is constant, so m and m will get cancelled from here, and what I will remain is zi or z1i plus z1o is equal to z2i plus z2o. Let this be equation number 1. किसी को डाउट है इक्वेशन में? ये हमने किसके लिए लिखे? ये जो इक्वेशन हमने इसके लिए लिखी, ये वाले सेट के लिए लिख दी. Now on the similar lines we also have this set with us. तो यहाँ पर भी अगर मुझे सेंटर टू सेंटर डिस्टेंस सेम रखना है, so what I should write? I should write d3i plus d3o should be equal to d4i plus d4o, and this should be equal to d5i plus d5o. किसी को डाउट?
No sir.
To maintain the same center distance, it should be the summation of the diameter should be equal to summation of diameter of second should be equal to summation of diameter of third. Now on the similar lines, what I will do is I will replace this d with m into z, and I am not doing that step now. You can understand that step. Just m will get cancelled from all the sides. So I will finally remain with z of 3i plus z of 3o is equal to z of 4i plus z of 4o is equal to z of 5i plus z of 5o. And let this be equation number 2. Any doubts?
No sir.
No sir. So these are now the main equations from which we will get the number of teeths. Okay. So let us go for the next step. For stage 1, z1i plus z1o is equal to z2i plus z2o. Now we have to find out the number of teeths on each and every gear. तो हमारे पास 10 गियर थे, अगर आपको याद होगा. 5 number of pairs, that is 10 gears. So for 10 gears we have to find out now number of teeths for 10 gears. तो इसके लिए मुझे लगेगा वापस से मेरा structural diagram, which is very important. So I will draw it again here so that I can explain you much better. So I am drawing the optimum one here. So this first line, ये वाला point और ये वाला point, देखो यहाँ पर एक gear है, ये वाला कॉर्नर, और ये भी एक gear है. So I am telling this that this gear pair is number 1, this gear pair is number 2. Similarly this is gear pair number 3, 4 and 5. So हमने जो बोले थे हमारे 5 gear pair रहेंगे, वो मैंने यहाँ पर बना के रख दिया 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now, what is the input speed? What can you tell about input speed at the first shaft? This is my first shaft, this is second shaft, and this is third shaft. What is my input speed at the first shaft?
400 RPM.
400 RPM. So can I write this? Z at input Z1I. Z1I is equal to 400 RPM. Can I write this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you see, the input is 400. And what is the gear pair 1 giving me the output? Kya hai? 333.
Yes, sir. It's it.
So I will write here Z1 output is 333. Kisi ko doubt?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Now similarly, let us analyze the second pair. Second pair ka input kya hai? What is the input for second pair?
Same Z1I ka.
Yes. So again, I
Second-
can write Z2I is equal to 400 because the input speed is same. हमने पहले ही बोले थे यहाँ पर इनपुट स्पीड 400 ही रहने वाला है. अब सेकंड गियर पे मेरा यहाँ से यहाँ जा रहा है. कौन सी स्पीड अचीव कर रहा है आउटपुट?
480.
480. So I will write Z2O is equal to 480 RPM. Z, can I write Z as RPM?
No, sir. N1 आएगा sir. वो N1
Yes, it is N1. This should not be Z. This should be
Sir,
N. N2I and N2O. These are the speeds. RPM लिख दिया मैं, it is N. But हमारा रिक्वायरमेंट देखो, मैं कैसे क्लिक हुआ कि मैंने गलत लिखा हूँ. हमारा रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है? Z. मैं बोला Z 400 आ रहा है, 430 कैसे हो सकता है? That was my thought process when I just look at the equations or the numbers. Okay. N1I, N2I, N1O and N2O I have written in terms of RPM. Now, is it our requirement? हमको speed चाहिए कि हमको number of teeth चाहिए अभी?
Number of
Number
teeth
of
चाहिए,
teeth
sir.
चाहिए.
Number of teeth
That
चाहिए.
चाहिए.
So now can you imagine or can you recall what is the relation between number of teeth and the speed? Come on. वापस से MD2 में पढ़ चुके हो. Relation between number
N2
of
by
teeth.
N1 is equal to T1 by T2.
Correct. N2 by N1 is equal to T1 upon T2, or I can say there is an inverse relation. If number of teeth goes on increasing, RPM goes on decreasing. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
अरे
Yes, sir.
हाँ, ठीक है. So as he said, I will write the same equation here that Z1I, I need now Z1I divided by Z1O will be equal to N1O upon N1I. Can I write this? Because there is an inverse relation. So T2 by T1 की जगह पे देखो मैं क्या लिखा, Z input upon Z output is equal to N output upon N input because they have inverse relation with each other. Now N1O and N1I we already have it. So N1O कितना है? 333 divided by N1I अपना कितना है? N1I कितना है?
400.
400. So 333 upon 400 will give you how much?
0.8.
0.8325. 333 divided by 400 will give you 0.8325. So from here I can write, or if I just rearrange the term I can get, or Z1I is equal to 0.8325 Z1O. Can I write this? Just rearranging the terms.
Yes, sir.
So let this be equation number 2. Now similarly, as we wrote for first set, we can also write for second set. So what I can write is again Z2I upon Z2O, that is input speed and output, input number of teeth and output number of teeth at stage 2 or ray number 2 is equal to N2 output upon N2 input. Again I have written the inverse relation. ऊपर I है तो यहाँ पर ऊपर O आएगा. Now N2O is already with us. N2O is 480 divided by N2I. N2I is 400. So again just 480 divided by 400, how much we are getting?
1.2.
1.2. So or I can write in other terms, I can write Z2I is equal to 1.2 times Z2O, and let this be equation number 3. Now what we have done, just see the concept, what we have done by doing this. I have converted this input Z1I in terms of output. Similarly here also Z2I in terms of output. So what I have done is I have eliminated one thing. जो हर जगह इनपुट आउटपुट आ रहा था, मैं क्या करा, इनपुट को आउटपुट के टर्म्स में लेके आ गया, सो दैट आई हैव एलिमिनेटेड वन ऑफ द अननोन्स. वी हैव आवर इक्वेशन 1 विद अस. इक्वेशन 1 में इक्वेशन 2 और 3 को पुट कर लो सिंपली. सो Z1i, व्हाट कैन आई राइट? चलो नाउ योर इंटरवेंशन स्टार्ट्स. In place of Z1i, what should I write?
0.8325.
Yeah, 0.8325 Z10 प्लस यहाँ पर तो Z10 पहले से ही था, is equal to Z2i. What should I write? Z2i 1.2 Z20 plus यहाँ पर already Z2 है. So here you can see the entire thing, one of the input has been gone. Input इसमें है ही नहीं कुछ भी, सब output वाला आ गया. That means I have eliminated one of the unknowns. And let this be equation number 4. So what it will come? 1 plus 1.8325. So it will be, I think, 1.8325. 1.8325 Z10 is equal to कितना आएगा? 2.2. 2.2 Z2. So instead of giving the above one as equation 4, I will give this as equation 4. क्योंकि अब उसी को solve किया हमने. So let us say this is equation number 4. Now we got one simple equation, that is 1.8325 Z10 is equal to 2.2 Z20. Now how many unknowns are there?
Two unknowns.
So that means we should have two equations with us to solve. But हमारे पास तो यही एक equation है घुमा फिरा के. So what should be the next step? अगर अपने पास दो अननोन चाहिए और एक ही इक्वेशन है तो दूसरा क्या हो सकता है, क्या करना चाहिए, क्या दिमाग लग रहा है? सब्स्टिट्यूट. मुझे एक ही इक्वेशन मैंने आपको दिया. So for example, चलो मैं आपको एक ही इक्वेशन देता हूँ, x plus y equal to 10. नॉर्मल एग्जांपल, x plus y equal to 10. इक्वेशन आपको एक ही दिया मैंने, तो आप क्या करोगे? और मैं बोल रहा हूँ फाइंड द वैल्यूज ऑफ x and y. व्हाट यू विल डू? Assume. Perfect answer. That was I was expecting from you. Assume. What you will do? You will assume सर ठीक है आपने एक इक्वेशन दिया, मुझे ये इक्वेशन ही सेटिस्फाई करना ना, मैं करता हूँ. So what I will do? I will assume this as 1. तो अगर मैंने ये अज्यूम किया 1, तो दिस विल बी ऑटोमेटिकली 9, सो दैट दिस आंसर इज सेटिस्फाइड. समवन बोलेगे नहीं सर मैं 1 अज्यूम क्यों करूं, मेरे को 2 अज्यूम करना है. ओके भाई तू 2 ले ले, तो यहाँ पर 8 आ जाएगा, बट अगेन द इक्वेशन विल बी सेटिस्फाइड. सो व्हाट आई वांट टू से इज, इफ यू हैव ओनली वन इक्वेशन एंड यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट 2 अननोन्स, देयर विल बी वन assumption. Now assumption should be either, in our case it should be either in Z10 or it should be in Z20. And the assumption should be not like random assumption, it should have some technical reasons. Now again go back to your Tom, what you have studied regarding the gears. Okay, I will just give you a hint. Number of teeth, minimum number of teeth to avoid interference. If I want to find out minimum number of teeth to avoid interference between the two gears, what should be the minimum number of teeth? 17. थोड़ा सा आगे पीछे हो गया. 18. The answer is 18. The minimum number of teeth to avoid interference is 18. Okay, the minimum number of teeth. So what I will do is, I will see the coefficient. देखो अब यहाँ पर फिर से दिमाग लग रहा है, हमेशा हमको तो मिनिमम ही चाहिए, so that our gear box is smaller. So I will go for minimum number of teeth. अब तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन आएगा सर अज्यूम किसको करना है, Z10 को करना है या Z20 को करना है? तो हमने क्या बोले, वी आर अज्यूमिंग मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ टीथ. तो अब लॉजिकली बताओ व्हाट आई विल अज्यूम, Z10 और Z20 इफ आई एम अज्यूमिंग मिनिमम नंबर. आपके पास इक्वेशन है सामने, गुड गोइंग, गो विद द लॉजिक, सही लॉजिक लगा रहे हो. यू आर टेलिंग दैट आई विल अज्यूम फॉर Z20. व्हाट वाज द रीजन?
हाँ सर, वो सर अगर उसको अगर हम लोग मिनिमम नहीं देते हैं तो वो ऑलरेडी मल्टीप्लिकेशन फैक्टर उसका 2 जो लार्जर है. करेक्ट.
That is the logical answer. That's the logical answer.
Satisfied नहीं.
Correct. That's the logical answer. अगर मैं इसको 18 देता हूं, यहाँ पर मेरे पास ऑलरेडी मैक्सिमम नंबर है 2.2, 1.8 और 2.2 में से मैक्सिमम नंबर यहाँ पर है. तो अगर मैक्सिमम और मैक्सिमम को मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा तो आंसर मैक्सिमम हो जाएगा. सो व्हाट आई विल सजेस्ट इज, और लॉजिकली व्हाट इट सजेस्ट इज एज पर द इक्वेशन, अगर यहाँ पर मैक्सिमम नंबर है तो यहाँ पर मिनिमम ले लो, सच दैट यहाँ पर मिनिमम है तो ये मैक्सिमम हो जाएगा. So because we are now assuming minimum number of teeth, I will assume. So I will write here assuming. I have given you the concept why we are assuming Z20 as 18. Z20 is equal to 18. So if Z20 is 18, can you now not find Z10?
Yes sir.
Okay, so please find
21.60.
21.60 cannot be number of teeth. क्या करूं?
Larger value.
22 ले लो.
22,
22
correct, 22. So from 4 we got Z10 is equal to 22. Now put this value Z10 in equation 2. So what I will get from 2? Just put the Z10 in this equation here. So what I will get?
17.99.
17.99. मतलब Z1 I am getting 17.99 means 18. Now what you do is you got Z1 I now from 3. From equation 3, what will be Z2 I?
1.6.
21.6. So it is again approximate. I will get to
That is 22.
nearer whole number, that is 22. So now I have successfully found out the number of teeth on each and every gear for stage 1. Is it?
Yes,
ये
sir.
देखो ये 4 आंसर है हमारे Z2O, Z1O, Z1I and Z2I. तो ये हमारा फर्स्ट स्टेज का कैलकुलेशन खत्म हो गया. We have found out all the number of teeth in the gears on stage number 1.